Hello and welcome to the Ring It On podcast. My name is Jordan from Exo Sounds. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we are joined for a part of the industry that we haven't really talked about yet and thought of yet, but we are here to talk about content creation with the lovely Sophia from Special Day Content.
Oh, hi!
We've been trying to do this for so long and now you're finally here.
Finally, we've made it happen.
We both had a cancel it. Like we both had it. I had it in my calendar and then it just disappeared and no one texted.
And we were just both on the beach same day. It must have been a good day.
Yeah, no one said anything.
Get the notification going, oh, I'm meant to be on a podcast right now.
It was so funny, mate. I was literally like, I wonder if she hasn't texted. I haven't texted. Maybe we can just let this disappear. And we did.
Yeah.
So you are a content creator.
I am.
But obviously like specifically for weddings, which is a new part of the industry. So how does one, before we even get into that, tell me a little bit more about your background. Like where are you from? I know you're from the Sunshine Coast, which I keep saying is the Gold Coast, but it's not the Sunshine Coast.
Different thing.
Sunshine Coast.
Nah, they're similar. From the Sunshine Coast. Born in England, moved to Sydney. I've moved around.
Yeah.
Basically
nice.
from the Sunshine Coast from a young age. And then 2 years ago, we moved down to Tas, me and my husband and I, and our kids.
Really?
Yeah.
That recently?
Yes.
And what inspired that change? What is that?
We had visited a couple times. My dad is down here with his partner,
Nice.
my stepmom, and we just loved the slow pace of life. And we were just getting into this like chaos, basically. We were working all the time. Our kids were so young. They were like, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, something like that. And they were in daycare and it just felt wrong. And so I really wanted to be intentional and have a good, solid year with them. We wanted to change and we made the decision in about 5 minutes. That's very us. We're like, what about Tas? Okay. So we put our house up for rent and
Really?
one down.
You still have the house up there?
Yeah, still have a house
That's
in
great.
Queensland.
So it's still optional return.
Optional return. Well, if you had asked me like a year ago, I was ready to be back. January last year, I was like, no, get me out.
Really?
I don't know what it was. Maybe I hadn't found like
shit out summer probably.
Yeah,
You're
probably.
like, what's this weather?
No, I think I just hadn't quite found my rhythm, like found my people. Whereas now I'll go somewhere, run into people, and it does make a difference.
100%.
Yeah, so now I love it.
Our kids are all at the same school.
Yeah.
And the other day we were on pickup and there was like 4 of us. There was Lani, and we're all just like, look at us all.
Look at all the wedding vendors.
It's really nice.
It's nice though. It makes such a difference.
It does. That village, that community, that thing. It's actually I was in Sydney for 15 years.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist really there either. But everybody thinks like you're in a big city with all these opportunities. But at the end of the day, it's like you still find the same people at the supermarket or the gym, and they're the only ones you actually connect with. And in a big city, that's real hard sometimes because of the logistics.
Why
of
did you
it.
guys move down?
Well, I was born and bred here. But yeah, same reasons. Like we bought this house before. We knew we'd come back one day for the slow pace of life. Like I just knew that like, music, I'd been doing that for 15 years over there or whatever, and it had all gone very well.
Yeah.
But I was brought up real in a lovely, calm, where you can just park out the front and duck in and do stuff, and you can pop around to people's houses on the way, where it's not this whole like undertaking of decision making and $50 parking and thing. Just to engage in the society. I'm not begrudging it because I did it for 15 years, but like there is a level of effort required in Sydney just to do the most normal shit.
Yeah.
Like a pickup, a drop off, a thingo. You're going around the block.
Yeah.
You're checking your parking thingo. You're getting fined. You're doing this, blah, blah, blah. It's just hard life. It's a real hard work. We're in a little apartment. I wanted some space. We saw this house. We bought it. Then we put tenants in it. Thank you. And I just knew we'd come back one day, and then COVID hit, and the company that we'd built was big enough to kind of return. But then, was worried about being able to kind of create something down here that was the same, but has all worked out brilliantly. So same thing. Wanted to be around for the kids. Wanted to be not stressed and financially stressed all the time. And as we were talking about just before, if all your money is tied up in your property and you can't do shit, it's a tough one, right?
It is. And now we've bought another house down here, so it looks like we're staying.
Yay! Well, it's very good. It's lovely to have you. We love having you on site and working with you all the time. But so how does one become, so what were you doing on the Sunshine Coast?
I was a content creator, but just not for weddings. So I've been in it must be like 5 years. Clearly, I'm not very good at keeping track of my life, but something about that. I've been full-time content creating. So I've worked with hundreds of businesses before.
Yep.
Started off with UGC, where brands would send me product and I'd create videos for their ads.
Okay.
And then moved on to working with businesses in person, so their social media content, things like that.
Yep.
And then when I came down, I had been meaning to move into weddings for ages, just hadn't kind of made the jump. But then when we were in Taz, I did see a gap for it. When I moved down, I didn't see many. There was a couple that I had seen, but
many content creators.
Yeah, content creators for weddings.
Yeah.
And so I made the decision to do it down here, and I've been very grateful and lucky with how fast that's
You've been busy.
grown.
You've been busy. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Because it is a different thing. Like it's a kind of newer part of, like what somebody needs on their wedding day. Like 5-10 years ago didn't exist really. And essentially, obviously we'll get into what the difference of it is.
Yeah.
But so when you're doing it for brands and things like that, are you kind of like, unlike weddings, coming up with ideas from more of a marketing perspective?
Yeah, it's super different. So you're kind of using that like social strategy for marketing. Or organic, whatever, but very different. For weddings, I'm capturing the moments and creating the story through that versus for brands, it's always...
I just had this idea you're just doing unboxing videos for everything, which I didn't even know about.
That is a thing.
Is it a thing?
No, but it's normally B-roll. But yeah, you do. You film unboxing all this stuff, but it's on the back end.
Yeah, I had a friend that was doing one the other day or something, and he's the same age as me, and he doesn't do that. And I was like, what's happened here, mate? Where have we gone? You got to start rolling back from that.
Sorry.
I'll have to fix it later. Look at the difference in my big file up the top and your tiny little file down the bottom. No, it's quite all right. I'll fix it later. It's fine. Because obviously everybody needs a content creator these days, or at least a content strategy. You have to have a brand if you're a business that's out there. So why does somebody on their wedding day go, I want this? What do you do that is different to a videographer?
Well, wedding content creators are a completely different thing than a videographer. Like we do not take the place of a videographer. I want to make that very clear.
Yeah.
I love videographers, and at my wedding I had photographers, videographers and content creators. Like we are all a completely different service. Yep. Content creators, I'm there to capture the in-between moments, the behind the scenes, the candid, and then deliver that the next day. So everyone the couples can wake up the day after their wedding and have a camera roll full of their day, all the raw moments.
Wow.
So it's basically they don't have to worry about a bridesmaid or an auntie or someone being on their phone to capture all of this stuff. That's what I'm there for. So the next day they'll get all of their raw content, my entire camera roll, and then from there I edit reels out of it to, tell the story.
Yeah, and how quick. So that's amazing. So that is a completely different job because I've obviously had videographers on here, but their turnaround time is sometimes 10 weeks.
Yeah,
it
is.
And
they're creating a masterpiece. They're creating a movie, which is amazing and incredible and a whole separate thing in itself. Hello, puppy.
Yeah.
So that's a whole separate thing in itself. But for the people, we do live in a very online world now.
Absolutely.
And people aren't trying to be influencers. They're just trying to share their joy in real time,
Yes.
So that's what
it's so true. And you shoot as well. You shoot vertically. You never shoot horizontal.
No.
So you give somebody your entire camera roll. How do you send that to them, firstly?
Well, through Dropbox.
Yeah?
But so I get home, I'll...
that night?
Yeah, that night I'll create a folder with all the raw content, and then in there is all the folders through, to separate it up a bit. They'll have the morning getting ready, they'll have ceremony, and all of my entire camera roll will be in there, uploading while I sleep because it obviously takes a long time.
Yeah.
So that they can have it the next day.
That's so good.
Yeah, send them
and then they can just kind of
download it all from there.
Okay, because I was thinking it was much more about essentially what you're saying, but the reel essentially. Here's 10, 30-second snippets that kind of encapsulate your day, which my mum absolutely hates that all my videos are real short, sharp, quick changes. Yeah. And I'm like, but everybody these days. I
know. My dad hates it. He's a videographer by trade.
Is that right?
Yeah. He's like, can I give you some pointers? I'm like, it's a different thing.
What would his pointers be?
Oh, why? I'll shoot in portrait, shoot down. And I'm like, But portrait on iPhone's just not it. That's not what we're trying to do
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Because it is one of those things. Like, I think that we live in a bit of like a Marvel movie world. Like, can I say I've never seen a Marvel movie in my life except for.
But carry on.
But right? But like what I mean is like a quick cut, Jason Bourne, bang, 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 bang. And people are just used to shit coming across like that.
Well, yeah.
And you don't want, like, as in, I know that my mum hates it, but if you want to kind of get a vibe of something in 30 seconds, that's kind of like all you need. If it's just for that purpose.
100%.
So you don't necessarily do that edit that quickly.
No, the edit, so I'll send them the link first in the morning so that they've got all the raw content, and then from there I make the edit. That's normally, they get a full day highlights reel, so that's 1 to 2 minutes. I don't normally post many of those on my Instagram because it's quite personal, you know, it has all the bits.
Yeah, so do you think it's a little bit more personal than perhaps like what the video is? Is it a little bit more behind the scenes than that?
Yeah, so the things that I tend to post, if I do post, I should be posting more, but I don't. But what
we're talking about that shit.
But what I do share is more the, nice moment, like couple moments or the beautiful details from the day versus that video that I send to the couple is very personal. Normally they'll have chosen the song that they want, or I'll use their aisle song, so it's super personal, and that'll be kind of all the main moments. So the getting ready with the girls. It's so cute. Shall I cuddle it? Will it sit on my lap?
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Dottie. Have this.
Hi, Dottie. Have this.
Say with Sophia. There you go.
Hi.
There you go. She's a very sweet. She's a very
give me
sweet
a cuddle.
Poochie. There you go.
There
She'll
we
be
go.
happy there. That's gonna be good. Hey, Dot. She likes this.
Hi. What was I talking about?
No, you were talking about, sorry to interrupt your flow. The like the 2 minute reel or whatever that you could post with you put their song on it.
So that'll have moments from the girls getting ready, the dads doing the first look, all the bridesmaids. It's got all the emotional moments in it. So that's the 1 to 2 minutes that they get. And then from there, they'll also get a few, depending on what package they've chosen, like shorter edits. So between 15, 30 seconds, which are the more...
Mega Mash kind of thing? Like, my famous Mega Mash?
Yeah.
No one in the world likes to start off as a joke, and now I just do them every single time.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I can tell you sarcasm. So is it like that though? Is it like quick cuts of bits?
Oh, not always. Sometimes it'll be like the couple.
It's just, honestly, Dottie, you're killing me, buddy. Get off.
Yeah, have a sleep.
Go off. There you go. Go somewhere. Go up there. Okay, we'll be right.
Yeah, so sometimes it'll be a nice moment of the couple, when we sneak off for sunset, portraits, it'll be a moment of them. Sometimes if they do a big extravagant...
Almost like those highlights.
Yeah. If they do a big fun champagne tower that we want to showcase, it could be that.
Cool. Which gives them the choice of like how to quickly beyond a photo, because I know that some photographers can turn stuff around quite fast.
Yeah, they do. Especially the highlights.
Yes, the highlight bits.
Yeah.
But I guess everybody wants to make an announcement.
Yes.
So it kind of gives them another way of doing it. Like we got married or whatever, and here's a champagne tower. And it's in there quick, and it's vertical, and it's on the phone, and it's going to be where they're going to be announcing it anyway.
Exactly. It's purely vertical, purely social, basically for sharing on socials, I guess, and having your camera roll.
Yeah.
Versus that long form movie.
It's such an obvious good idea, in the sense of like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. It's so good, and I think everyone has their place. Like I don't think it takes away from videographers at all.
No, definitely not, because it is such a different thing.
And it's really nice when you get a good team of vendors like to work alongside photographers, videographers and us, and when you get a good flow happening, it's really nice working with all three.
So what is that flow like? Because obviously, I mean, I think the first content creator I saw really was in the way, this is a long time ago and it wasn't you, was on a Sydney one and was really in the way.
Yeah.
And I guess the way you're talking about it is so kind of respectful of like realizing that you're not trying to capture that in that way. You are the behind the scenes person. I guess you don't even mind sometimes if the other vendors are floating around in it.
No, 100%. And I always will there's always a photographer. There's not always a videographer, But
true.
if there's both, it goes hand in hand. I will always let them take the lead and have and be getting the shot. If there's something I really want, I'll be like, hey, can we just read it?
Can I
just, But normally I can just fit in here, there, and everywhere, But sometimes they're capturing the shot and I'm capturing the part that's not in the shot. So if a first look is happening with dad and bride, I might be filming mum who's watching an emotional and watching, she's got the tears in her eyes and she's watching. It's all those little bits. It's the bridesmaids screaming when the bride comes out in the dress. It's so cute. I love weddings.
Yeah, I like them too. You got married to Villa Howden too.
I did.
And we're there all the time.
We're there all the time, like every week.
I'm there again on Thursday and Saturday. I'm like, oh my God. It's having its moment.
It is.
But it's good. But you had a great time there?
I had a great time there. It's definitely a dry hire and you've got to have the right people on board.
Yeah.
But oh God, it's so beautiful and it's so awesome. Nice to shoot. I can't complain when I'm there. My camera roll's so long because I'm like, everything is.
So how many kind of camera rolls are you hitting? Like what are the gigs? I mean, we talking how many hundreds?
I think it would be, I don't even know, to be honest. I don't check, but I'd guess up to 100 gig, I reckon, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I should check. I should pull up my...
Do you keep them all on your camera or do you drag them all off and then delete them or whatever?
Once I've uploaded to Dropbox and done all the edits, then I will take it off my camera roll so my Dropbox storage is...
Out of the wazoo. Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And do you shoot, like, how does even the tech side of that work? Like, how do you keep your phone charged? And do you have two phones?
I have two phones just in case one... shits itself, go back up. Sometimes I bring three just in case.
Right, so you have that and like a little battery pack in your...
I have multiple battery packs. My portable chargers in my life, they sit in my bag and then I have a charger and I chuck it in.
Is that what they use? That makes more sense.
Yeah, that's why I've got a cord hanging off me at all times.
That's so good.
But the iPhone 17, like the Pro Max, it actually holds its charge way better.
I know. I'm actually about to do that because mine is smashed to pieces for one. It's a 16, but it's not even that. It's just that battery thing.
Yeah.
It's like because on site I'm obviously tethering to deal with requests. And then I'm filming stuff, and then I'm checking things throughout the day and checking things, and I'll get to like 3:30.
Yeah,
I've only been there for an hour.
Yeah,
and it's almost gone.
Yeah,
I'm like, I can't have that anymore.
Yeah, no, the portable chargers are so good. I actually don't go anywhere without them now.
Yeah. Do you use a Steadicam thing too? Do you like a
gimbal? A gimbal. See, this is the thing. I have
the gimbal controversy. The gimbal controversy.
No, I have one, and I feel like I should use it purely so people aren't like, why is this chick just standing here with a phone?
Sure.
However, I think because I've literally been filming on my phone for the last 5 years every single day of my life, I feel like I'm just, my left hand is just as steady as a...
Can I tell you, I completely agree with you because I have a gimbal thing for shooting all the videos we'd shoot in here.
Yeah.
And I used to use it all the time. And yes, it's good and it flows and stuff like that. But the internal stabilizers these days are so good on them.
Yeah.
And if you kind of can just lock, like I shoot horizontal, so in here, and so, but I can just like lock, and then it's not a problem, and there's no noticeable difference.
No.
I used it the other day when I was doing something at Frogmore with some strings, and I was like getting a little bit more, and obviously it has a purpose for that. Sure. But I can imagine you just for easy use trying to capture stuff real quick.
Honestly, I have used the gimbal a couple of times, and sometimes I'm like, oh, that's not the shot I wanted, So I just find I have so much more control with my hands. It is so funny though, like sometimes we'll be running through fields and I'm just there like with this phone, but steady.
That's that internal thing. They kind of fixed it like 2 phones ago and now it's like, And there is also, if there is any shot that's like just that little bit bumpy, you can stabilize it when you're editing. You can. Yeah. So what are you editing in?
CapCut.
CapCut?
Is my life.
Online or on your phone? You're doing it all on your phone?
Yep.
I would die. I would die. I have to. I don't know if it's my age, but I have to get everything off my phone to actually deal with it.
It's definitely your age.
Is it my age? Like Laura's it could be my age. Laura's just gotten me involved. I'm in charge of the socials now, which is why they've been out of control. And like I've got this thing on there to use, but like I have to get it off because I'm creating them on there using Final Cut and stuff like that. Obviously the Mega Mashes are on my phone.
Yeah.
But I tried CapCut and it was a headache for me because it was almost too fiddly.
I feel like because I've been using it for 5 years, it's just like any single thing I want to do, I know exactly where I'm doing it. It's second nature to me. I'm not even thinking I know exactly what shot I want and I'm just doing it versus I think once you start to try new platforms, you have to obviously learn the platforms. And I could take it onto my laptop,
No.
But because I've got a system, it's quick. I'm just so used to it that I don't want to overcomplicate and then you have to move all that content.
I know.
You know, it's a lot of...
And there's new software all the time. Like even Instagram has their edits now.
Yeah.
Right. And I tried to do something with that because I was trying to do a couple of things. I use something called Vids for my mega mashes, which is just a template and then slide editing, but it's the same as CapCut.
Yeah.
But CapCut's way more controllable. And I was, trying to use edits and I was trying to shoot, but the templates were all based on like shitty popular viral things and I was like, well, I don't want any of this. Like I just want to cut this together real fast and do something like that. And then I started, I'm like, so I dragged it all in my computer, put it into Final Cut and I got it sorted. But it is a much slower process. I wish I could use my phone, but maybe that is my age. I'm not that old, but I just sit there going, So do you have a Max phone? Like the biggest one?
I do. I've got the big.
That makes it easier.
Always have. Don't think I could shrink back down.
So I only like the small one for my pocket situation.
That's fair.
Yeah.
The Max does fit in your pocket though.
Does it?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to be thinking about this before I go to get this new phone. You know what I mean? Yeah. So how are people? So I've seen other people working for you too.
Yes.
So you now have other
content creators. Yes, that is where I'm trying to push the overall business. I like to do most of the weddings, but because I'm having to turn down so many because there was only one of me, I was like, well, I need someone else. I've got amazing Ishii. She's so good.
Ishii, she's cool.
She's so good.
She's also a good vibe on site.
Yeah.
So you got to have somebody who's a good vibe on site as well if they're going to be, because a big part of the job.
Yep.
As you know, and as photographers knows, is like being around
the energy. You have to have the right energy.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a huge part. I was talking about this with Lockie the other day, but like, you can learn all the technical stuff you want, no matter what part of no matter what part of the wedding you're working on. But video and photography are with them all day, way more than the celebrant, way more than me, way more than the caterers, if at all. If you were dealing with your caterers on the wedding day, something's gone real fucking wrong.
That's not going well.
But you have to be there. So it's all being a vibe is part of it.
Yeah.
You know?
And I feel like you have to have the right energy. Like in certain situations, you have to be the calm energy, and then other times you have to be the hype energy. I just feel like I mean, you've got different connections with different people, obviously. Couples are different, so you just kind of have to play it. Not play it, but you have to read the room.
Yeah.
And
well, you're super calm. You're always super calm. I've never seen you in a frazzle.
I used to be a chaos person. Now I've just decided in life I'm a calm person.
Is that true? You've just chosen?
I used to be a little psychotic Italian lady.
I can imagine this.
That was before kids. Kids ground you, I think. Now I'm like, it's not that deep. That's just life. It's not that deep.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely true. I think it's grounding, but it's also just like perspective of just like, oh man, none of this matters.
Yeah.
Like even though a wedding day obviously matters.
No, yeah, for sure.
But like,
But that is what matters. It's the love, like family, love, everyone coming together.
Yes.
That's what I care about, and my family, obviously, versus all the little things.
Yeah. Well, you're very calm on site, so it's very good that you have that. So when you're looking for like these new staff members, I guess you're kind of also kind of assessing their vibe.
Their vibe, yeah. She's great. And then
so does she send you the content to edit as well?
No, she's
just
so good.
It.
She's great at filming and editing. I feel like we have the exact same style, and I could kind of pick it up from the start. That's why I asked her, because content is really tricky to get someone with the same style as you.
Okay, so tell me more about that. What is your style?
Well, I feel like anyone can pick up a phone and say they're a content creator. You know, anyone can film something and go, I'm a content creator.
Yes.
But like some... trying to find my
I film shit all the time and I'm no content creator. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but there's a lot to it. Finding like just the angles, what you're filming in, lighting. There is actually a lot that goes into. You're not just standing there with an iPhone, like you are finding shots. So even though I might look like I'm here, I might actually be on 4 Zoom filming your buttons. You know.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you obviously know the iPhone then back to front too, with all that kind of like.
All the bits and bobs.
And all the changes they make. The other day I was trying to zoom and I was like, I swear I used to be able to double tap zoom.
Oh, really?
Do you remember that?
I don't think I ever double tapped.
Yeah,
but maybe you could.
Maybe you can't. Maybe you never could. Maybe you can't and never could. And I've just been an idiot. But I was like, this is upsetting. You know? I was like, did it, and nothing was happening. And I was really upset because I thought it was some kind of dumb change.
The 17 has a good zoom on it. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, it's so crazy that this thing in your pocket now can like,
it's insane.
Just do this incredible stuff. Like the other day filming those strings, they're a couple of older guys, lovely guys, but they were like, where's the camera? You know, just pull out my damn phone. You know what I mean? Like like I don't shoot anything on a camera unless, because we used to, and it was a massive headache.
Yeah.
Because you have to worry about settings. Like I have to shoot this shit on.
Yeah.
You know, it's a nightmare learning all this stuff.
What have you got? Little Sony.
Little Sony. Well, they're essentially like they're the content creator of the camera world, and you can change the lens, which is I think that's the part that's like. Essentially bought the model, the entry-level model, so that if I ever do want to upgrade, I can without having to get a whole new thing. Yeah. But at the same time, all the tech is a nightmare. But you can't do this with iPhones because you can't charge at the same time. So I can't switch, so I'm switching between me and you. So every time I'm talking, I press me, and every time you talk, I press you. So so you can get ones that auto do this, but so they'll love that now. But you can't put that HDMI into a phone, which you can put it into a phone, but then you can't also charge. So inevitably something happens and it overheats and it all goes to shit. So I've had to learn how to do it all, but it's good for the future.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things. It's like, damn, those iPhones, if they could just do it. I'd do everything on the iPhone.
They are so good. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What they can do now.
Yeah. So Ishi shoots for you as well.
Yeah.
And she's doing her own little edits and reels and stuff. So it's essentially special day content. Do you is it always you? Do you tell them if you have somebody available, kind of thing?
Yeah.
They have to check the work.
Yeah. So if someone has inquired, normally I'll obviously, if I'm available, then that'll be me. But I will say if I'm not available, hey, but we have our second creator. She's all good to do that. And most people are all good with it. Some people are specific and do
they check your work? Do people look through and check your...
You can tell when some people love me and my work and they're asking specifically for me, but some people just kind of want a content creator, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like some people care a lot about the content, and then some people are like, we just want a content creator, which is all good. And you can kind of tell from the inquiry emails their vibe. And there's no right or wrong, obviously. Some people care more. no, okay. Just scratch that. I don't know what I'm saying.
No, of course.
My words aren't working.
No, that's good. It's always good to come on a podcast when your words aren't working. But no, I know exactly what you mean. There's some people really want a specific thing.
Yeah,
and other times they just want to make sure that somebody...
That it's captured.
That somebody caught the day.
Exactly.
You know? And they don't want to necessarily... I'm sure there's a lot of scenarios like this. I can imagine. I haven't thought about this, but... where people are going, hey, Cousin Jono, can you be in charge of capturing the day? And then Cousin Jono's blasted by 4:30. Yeah. And then the day is not quite captured as they would have liked.
Exactly. So it's so good having multiple people that shoot in the exact same way, edit in the same way. I got Ish to shadow me for a few weddings.
Yes.
And we both filmed and both edited, and it was insane how similar videos and edits were. And
that's so awesome.
Perfect. And then I've also on the sunny coast got a couple creators who can work for special day content as well, who are amazing. So yeah.
That's so good. So are you doing your packages in hours?
Yeah.
Are they all how many hours you want?
So I go 6, 8, 10. 8's definitely always most popular, I feel. That kind of
10.
10's a big day.
10's a massive day.
It's a big day. I don't get as many of those, but a couple. And those people obviously want the whole thing captured. They want the getting ready, then all the way up to dance floor. Sometimes there's something going on the dance floor, like a outfit change or something big like that, which is so much fun. I love when there's lots of things happening because it's obviously, it just tells a great story from start to finish. Yeah. And then you've got people who don't know, so they're asking for advice, and my advice would always be, I love capturing a bit of the morning. I do think that tells the story so much more.
Yeah, it really does. So I've been learning this recently with photographers as well, that I didn't really think about it, but you really are trying to tell an arc, whether it's video or photo of the day, and it really does kind of it's like your opening scene from a 90s movie of just this is where we are, this is what we're doing, and it's really nice.
That's what's and once you've had your wedding as well, now that I've been married last year, that the morning was almost just as special. Yeah. I don't know, you don't ever really get to be with all the people closest to you, enjoying the moment as much as that day. I don't know. I just had a great experience that I'm like, I love capturing that. And
now, Laura did too.
Yeah.
Laura did too. And especially because it really is like a day where, unlike any other, those your closest crew are they've got nothing else to do. Mm-hmm. They're not checking phones and running around. They don't have jobs. They don't have pickups or drop-offs or anything. It's just like, what are we doing this morning? We're drinking champagne at 10.
In the moment. Yeah, we're having a good...
And we're hanging out.
And
it's very rare. It's like a holiday or something for a day.
It's so good.
And then you've got other people, of course, in that day that are running around like maniacs, sorting things out with clipboards and things. But
they're doing
that generally your tightest few,
you
know, the boys and the girls are just like, cool, what are we doing? You know, sometimes the boys go off and play golf or do whatever, but it's a real like phone, minimal, chill out. I'm sure it was for you too, you know. I mean, I know you love your phone. I'm sure
I didn't touch my phone.
Exactly.
Did not touch it. Didn't know where it was.
That's what I mean. It's this magical little
good.
moment a day. I know that Laura, she was really late for our wedding. That's a whole lot. She was 45 minutes late. Can you imagine?
Why?
Everything just took longer, and she didn't work in the industry at the time, and she would defend it to the day. Like she had rollers in her hair at the time that she was meant to be on site. And
was she stressed?
No, because there's nothing she could do.
That's good.
And like now that she works so many weddings, like she wasn't working weddings at the time. She's like, I can't believe that fucking happened. But it was a day where we were just young kids and we were just getting married and we were doing it pretty DIY and everybody was a friend or a ring-in and even though they were professionals, there wasn't that, like now it'd be like bang. And I'm so glad I'm not getting married now because I would spend so much more money. And
I know.
You know what I mean? I'd know what I wanted and what I didn't need.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And I did too much. Like my morning of my wedding, I was setting up a venue.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't do that again.
No.
And the day after, I was packing down a venue. And I wouldn't do that either.
No, 100%. Worth every penny having someone do that.
100%. It doesn't have to be an event coordinator either. No. They're worth every cent, by the way. Some. I won't name names. We know what we're talking about, though. You know what I'm saying, though, don't you? Some worth every penny.
Yeah, they are.
And some are just like, okay.
You said it, not me.
I said it. But just even minions, air tasker.
Yeah.
Just get friends, get cousins, get anybody just to allocate that job.
Exactly.
We essentially had like a check-in in the morning at a beautiful garden venue in the middle of Sydney. And an Airbnb, if you will, but access from 9. And then had to have it ready for 80 people by... Well, I guess by 2, but I was gone at 12. But there were still people stringing lights and setting things up and running booze and putting cool rooms and getting ice and doing all that dumb shit.
Oh, my God. But see, that probably would have been my day if G hadn't saved me. Yeah. Thanks, G.
Thanks, G. Shout out to G. G's the best. Yay. Yeah. It's just one of those ones to think about. But that would have been the only thing I would have done to change is that element of just like, just get someone to help you.
100%.
Shit, so that you can enjoy that beautiful morning. Mm-hmm. So your package is 8, 6, 8, 10.
Yeah.
8's the most common because you're telling the story in the morning.
Yeah.
Our packages are designed around 7, which is guest arrival at like 3:30 till 11 essentially.
Yeah.
So guests at 3 till 11.
Yeah.
So you're getting there much earlier than that.
Yeah. Depending on sometimes groomsmen don't want content, which is so fine.
Yep.
But a lot of the time they do. So normally we'll get a bit with them and then head to the girls and then do their little getting ready. And then as long as I'm there for formalities and into maybe 10 minutes of dance floor, that kind of tells your whole story. I find that anything more than like half an hour of dance floor, you're just kind of getting the same thing. And I do tell them that. I say, I don't need, they don't need me any more than literally 10 minutes of dancing because that's the vibe, that's everything.
Especially if they've got me capturing half of the bollocks.
Especially if they've got
if
you.
Cousin Jimmy's doing the worm, I've got it, you know?
He's there and he's ready.
Well, let's talk about that because I brought this up before. I thought it was really funny because posting the content, it's not your job. You don't post the content until well afterwards.
Yeah, no. I do leave it purely to avoid situations that you've just had, and I won't normally post it until after I see them.
Because you're making the footage for them to use.
Yes.
It's not, and then of course you can use it later to reflect on what your day is like. and what you do, obviously, but it's not like an instant thing. But I had this situation at a wedding this weekend, which I got a bit fired up about yesterday, in which we ask all our couples, can we post on social media? Because I make these mega matches. I film the dance floor. I film the... Don't laugh. Sorry, everyone laughs.
They're so good.
They're so good. Thank you. The purpose of these mega matches is to obviously plug the business, but it's also to tag the other vendors and show people what the day and give somebody we all exist in this world, and hey, we all did something yesterday and it was cool, and here's a 13-second terrible clip of everybody having a good time.
No, but it's good, and I love that about Tassie is that the wedding community is so good, and we do all share each other.
Yes.
That's what makes it such a nice little crew. You know?
Well, that's the reason I started this podcast, is to have something else to talk about and talk with midweek. People don't often want to see my mega mashes every Sunday.
I like them.
Do we believe her? I'm just saying, it's something to tag, something to post, something to repost. And so I started the podcast being like, I want to talk to the vendors so we have something to talk about midweek and ideas and things. So anyway, I make this thing. Now, I have written approval. Yes, awesome. Right? Celebrant says, lovely Emma says, hey guys, not to us, but to the guests, please don't post anything until the couple. Now, lovely couple. We had an awesome day. We had an awesome night, and I captured awesome stuff that you wouldn't have got because you were gone. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or doing other stuff.
I was gone by then.
And anyway, I posted it on Monday afternoon without even thinking, because I'm allowed to, and I always do. And most couples go, oh my God, that's amazing. Can you send me that? No joke. 90% who ever see it, if they see it, go, that was unreal. Can you please send me that? And I saw you got me dancing with my cutout picture of my dog. Can you please send me that too? Anyway, I get this message from some guest just like firing up, being like, I'm beyond disappointed. This is pathetic that you've kind of done this without the couple being able to announce first. And I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm allowed to, as in I have written permission to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know the couple. I don't know if they've announced or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't follow them. I'm not connected to their community.
Yeah.
And they've said to do it. What have I done?
I know. It's such a fine line, I feel. That's why I don't do it. It's just because I don't want to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
So I do normally wait to see until they've posted anything, whether it's photos or
So are you
videos.
following all your couples to know this information?
Most of them, if I see them follow me, because sometimes we do just chat via email and I don't actually have them on socials. But then, see, I have so much content that I just haven't posted. So randomly I'll go, hey, I didn't post anything of that wedding 4 months ago. I should. And then I'll kind of have 4 months, I'm sure they've posted.
Well, someone's got to know. Yeah. Someone's got to know.
But I don't know. At my wedding, my vendors posted before I had posted, and I didn't think anything of it because they're vendors, not guests,
Yeah.
And
I tagged only vendors.
Yeah.
Didn't tag the couple.
Yeah.
And she said, what else did she say? She said, this isn't even representing your business. And it was just footage of me playing guitar and the dance floor absolutely thumping. And I'm like, that's my job.
Yeah.
That's my job, is to make sure these things happen,
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought it was an interesting,
I know.
I'm kind of asking to me, am I wrong?
Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole? Exactly. Am I the asshole?
I know.
Because you know what I mean? It's because I get in your scenario, you're making content. You wouldn't go home, make that edit and upload it.
No, I wouldn't. I would wait until they had. But in saying that, one of my bridesmaids posted before I did about my wedding.
She's no longer your friend.
No, I was just like, shit, I need to post too.
Yeah.
And I'm quite chill. I'm like, oh, it's not the end of the world, is it? I'm like, so I just posted, but I did have many people go, oh my God.
Okay? Oh, really?
She's posted, are we okay with that? Are we allowed? And I was like, oh, well, I'll just post.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'm like, it's not about the post. You know what? It's the wedding. It's about
It's
the day.
about 2026 and the wedding. And yes, and the idea that somebody who's completely disconnected, not a friend, not in the team, not like blah, 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 who was, it's like, it was not about them.
Yeah.
It was my second one of the day that I posted. I was just like really like taken aback by this aggression of just like beyond disappointed. I'm like, I've got in writing here that says I can do it. I would have been doing it on the night sometimes.
Yeah.
If crazy shit was happening, I did it on the night sometimes.
Yeah.
and I've got some downtime, I'll throw something together quickly. Yeah. But anyway, it's interesting to think about, like, you know, be aware of that kind of stuff, I guess, from a social perspective. And like, if you're there creating this content, maybe there is something more to be cautious of and stuff like that. I don't know. Personal. I guess some people worry about it more. I should have written back to her and go, like, we'll make sure on yours, when you definitely don't fucking book me. Make sure when you don't book Exo Sounds on your fucking booking that you say no.
Yeah, say no socials. I know socials, it's a tricky one. That's why I don't do it, because I don't want to be.
They were such a lovely couple too. And I feel like there were so many hugs and kisses at the end of the night. They were amazing. I'd hate for that to have ruined something. And I'm just like, did I really just stamp all over your announcement?
I'm sure if they were upset, they would have.
Well, that's what I told the person. I said, you go and ask them. Yeah. I would, but I don't follow them because they're not my friend.
I want to be friends with them. They were so nice.
Anyway, that's an aside, I guess, of the other thing. They were so nice, and it was such a fun night. And I mean, I hope they like the video. And if they want it, they can ask me for it, or they can give me a 1-star review and say you're an asshole because you ruined our wedding announcement. Disconnected human being that worked at my wedding. Anyway, is there anything else I should cover from the content creator's perspective? I feel like we've kind of nailed, like, it's a different thing to videography.
Yeah.
But it's a modern thing.
Yeah.
And it's all shot vertically for modern times.
Yep.
And you're getting it the next morning. Mm-hmm. And essentially it's a version of what you would want to film, but you're the bride or groom, so you can't.
Basically.
Is that? How do you sell that to people? Is that what you say?
What does your website say?
I
don't have a website.
What?
I know. It's on my list. It's on the.
So what do you mean?
I just Instagram, honestly.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
It's on my list of things I should be doing, but I'm also kind of I'm like, why fix what's not broken? Like,
well, if it's working,
it's working.
I mean, you're always around.
Yeah,
like just always around.
Always there.
No, but you're doing a shit ton of weddings.
Well, I think I did like 30 this season, which is. I wish it was less seasonal in Tas. It'd be good if it was all year, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be good. Yeah, it would be good.
But yeah, no, I should get a website.
What about content creation for events and things? I feel like you can branch out into this. We've got a crew here next week, or maybe companies don't want it. At the end of March, and we're doing 3 nights of them.
Yeah.
Party band on the Sunday, acoustic fire and sing-alongs on the Monday, and then a funk trio on the third. And it's like for the whole week, but I guarantee they would want somebody.
No, I do events and things as well. Like I just actually the other weekend went to CPR. It's a hair care company from Sydney, and they did a huge salon forum here. It was like a 2 or 3 day event. They put me up glamping, and I just filmed the whole thing. It was fun.
Amazing.
Really fun, yeah. So random things like that.
Yeah.
But I separate that from special day content. It's just... Yeah. And then I do my weekly content for businesses. And,
do you?
Yeah.
Because aren't you a Pilates instructor as well?
Not anymore.
Were you?
I was Pilates instructing, and then I was like, I can't keep up with my life.
Yeah, life.
Which I still can't.
Kids.
No one told me how hard it is to fit 8 hours worth of work into 4 hours that you have with kids at school. Like when we finish this, we'll probably have to go pick them up.
I know. Well, exactly. And even if you moved here, it doesn't change it. It's like it's still just chaotic and madness, isn't it?
School is a whole separate thing. But no. So it's nonstop really.
Yeah.
Like
It's great. I think that it's really cool because it is something that, I think at first people kind of were like, oh, it's just the videographer's job, but it's such a different thing.
It's completely different, yeah.
But it's also like for modern times, a really awesome thing to have.
Yeah. It's just basically that instant content that you can relive and share the joy while it's still fresh. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. And it's theirs to edit as well. Like they get all the footage.
They get it all. Yeah.
So they can do their little cut edits if they're into that kind of thing.
If they want to, yeah, exactly. Or if they have extra edits they
want. So are there any rules on that? Do you have any guarantees in your thingos? Obviously not on your website, you don't have one. But do you have like a contract of what you send
I've got
them?
my terms and conditions, And then they, depending on their package, they'll get the 1 full day highlight reel, which is the 1 to 2 minutes, and then depending around 3 extra edited videos. And from that, we'll sometimes have a consultation, depending, it's included if they want it, but also some people don't. They go, just do your thing.
You mean like a meeting?
Basically a Zoom meeting, just checking because some people are specific on what they want. If they have certain things that they want edited and filmed, then I'll do that. Otherwise, they're like, whatever you want. And I just see what's there on the day, and I go from there.
That's it. I mean, imagine if they've got like a list of like, I want you to capture this bit at this moment and this bit at this moment. Does that happen? Does it? What do they say? What do you mean?
Well, it's kind of all the things that you would be capturing anyway. But if there's fun surprises, I like to know about that so that I'm prepared to capture. Or if something is super emotional to them or sentimental, then that's good to know too, because that's important to them. So I'll make that part of their edits.
And the turnaround so quick. That's the difference as well. That's the game. It's essentially like, here's all your raw footage for you to edit along with the one that I will do. Yeah. But you get it so fast.
Yeah.
So do you get home from a wedding and then sit there at night?
Yeah. Well, I won't edit at night, but because normally I'm home at close to midnight. But I do sit there and make all their folders so that it's uploaded overnight, because it takes hours and you have to keep Dropbox open. So keep it open face down while I sleep, and then
no way.
yeah, it works. I can't remember who told me that hack, but they've saved me with that, so I can be on my phone the next day, doing the edits.
Yeah, because it's always a tough one with even like just sending like files to the computer and stuff. If it turns off and does something dumb, it's all over the shop.
You just got to turn your lock off so it doesn't lock.
So you just sit it there.
Yeah, keep it on charge. There we go.
So good, so good. Well, I think it's great. I think you're great. I love having you on site when you're there. We always have a good time.
It is always a good time.
Tassie people, we all like the crew is great. When I see a good crew, we had a great crew the other day.
I know. I love when we have, just there's so many good crews around.
There is.
I feel like we get to work with so many of the same people all the time.
It's and it's such a good vibe.
It's fun.
When you all get there and you walk down and everyone's like, oh, you. And you're like, oh, yeah, nice. And everyone just has a good vibe.
It's so nice.
It's a nice day out. Yeah. And as I always say on here, advice for everybody is like, trust your vendors' recommendations, because you don't want to think about anything. Yeah. And you can pull stuff apart and try and put it back together and get a mate to do a bit and cut corners and do whatever. But my God, it leads to a shit show most of the time. Yeah. I've got one of those coming up and I'm just like, try to pull everything apart.
It's chaotic.
Put it all back together.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Honestly, it makes a difference having a good crew on the day.
Yeah. Well, you got married, you would know, recently, right?
I did. I got married. But I had actually chosen my vendors before I was in the wedding industry.
There you go.
And I did have really good vendors, luckily. So it worked.
Yeah.
It worked out well.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, G kind of pulled it together.
Someone's got to.
Someone's got to do it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Special day content online on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. You can follow along.
Yeah.
And we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.